the kingpin of Mount Kenya. Kimani Ichungwah to second the motion.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to second this motion. Honorable Speaker, as I second this motion, it's important.
Order.
It's important, Honorable Speaker, as I second this motion, for us to be clear on what the motion is asking us to do. One, Honorable Speaker, is to affirm and acknowledge that the people of Kenya and every citizen in the Republic of Kenya has the right to demonstrate, protest, and express dissent in accordance with our Constitution, but do so peaceably and unarmed, Honorable Speaker. The other thing we're asking to be done by this motion is to condemn in the strongest terms possible the wanton destruction of property that we witnessed yesterday. And I dare say, Honorable Speaker, that wanton destruction, as the mover of this motion has said, was visited largely on the people of the Mount Kenya region, where I come from, on businesses owned by the people of Mount Kenya. If you look at Nairobi County, Honorable Speaker, the businesses that were looted were largely businesses owned and being run by people from Mount Kenya. Whether it is OTC, whether it is Nyamakema, Honorable Speaker, I was under attack myself. But I watched a clip by a young lady who was praying to the Almighty God that you, God, who has provided me with resources to stock my shop that was looted today, I pray that the God I pray to will restore my business, everything that I have lost, and double it. And I want to assure that lady, we will support you even as we seek to support other people who lost lives and livelihoods, Honorable Speaker. And let me express my regret, Honorable Speaker, and my condolences to those who lost their lives, not just yesterday, but even last year, Honorable Speaker. But we must have a way to mourn and memorize those that we have lost. We do not need to lose more lives to memorize those that we lost last year. Yes. We do not need to. Honorable Speaker, the other thing this motion is asking us to do as a House is to call upon the Inspector General of Police and the DCI, the Director of Criminal Investigations, to immediately and expeditiously investigate the acts of lawlessness and bring to justice those found culpable, including, Honorable Speaker, current and former politicians who are involved in the planning, mobilization, financing, and incitement of mobs and goons and criminals, Honorable Speaker. That for me is cardinal, Honorable Speaker. June 2024, 25th of June 2024, with the unfortunate incidents that happened, Honorable Speaker, we let it pass. If you can protect me from the member for Narok County and the member for Elgeyo Marakwet. Honorable Speaker was saying June 2024, we let it pass. And two sitting members of this House who are being investigated by the Director of Criminal Investigations rushed to court, obtained orders to stop their arrest, following information that the DCI had that they were involved in the mobilization of goons that looted from the people of Mount Kenya in Nairobi, including the burning down and deaths of Kenyans at the Sunbeam building somewhere along Kimathi Street, Honorable Speaker. They continue to be protected by the judiciary, Honorable Speaker, through that court order. Court orders using anticipatory bails cannot be into perpetuity, Honorable Speaker, because we are breeding impunity through these conservatory and preemptive orders, Honorable Speaker. The same characters, Honorable Speaker, are involved in the mobilization, financing, and looting that you saw yesterday, Honorable Speaker. Their chief financier and key mobilizer, Honorable Speaker, yesterday, we lost a court in Kikuyu. The Kikuyu law courts were all razed down and everything looted, including the destruction of court records, including titles deposited in those courts, securities of people deposited in those courts, and criminal records, Honorable Speaker. This acts, as the first part of this motion says, these are not just acts that happen. They are deliberate. They are mobilized. They are being financed by somebody or a group of people who, Honorable Speaker, then rush to court to get protection. Allow me, Honorable Speaker, to speak to the judiciary today. And you know, there's that saying that say when they went for the Gentiles, I kept quiet because I was not a Gentile. When they went for who, I kept quiet because I was not who. When they came for me, there was nobody left to speak for me. The impunity we started breeding last year, Honorable Speaker, is what is destroying this country today and destroying the fabric of the country that we call Kenya. Honorable Speaker, it's not just the law courts that were destroyed in Kikuyu. The DCC's office was also raised down. I've said the law courts, the sub-county, the county offices, including graders and machinery of the county government of Kiambu that help our people to do their roads, and county records, including our own property records in those offices, Honorable Speaker. The people doing this, Honorable Speaker, and that is my greatest concern, and that's why I alluded to what we are calling upon the DCI and IG to do, is that people are being ferried from Limuru and Dagoretti into Kikuyu and some as far as Kiambaa and Juja to come and visit the wanton destruction that you saw yesterday. Honorable Speaker, I am growing old, but I am not older than my father. My father is 105 years old, with a wife who is 85 years old, my mother, Mary Mombi. And they have worked hard to bring us up and to raise businesses that have supported our family. Yesterday, Honorable Speaker, there was an attempt to kill my 105-year-old father and 85-year-old mother. All in the name of myself being the leader of majority in this house and having done my work to the best of my ability, as God may help me. And I saw by the Bible, Honorable Speaker, standing before you, that I will execute my duties without fear, without favor, and to the best of my ability. And I will continue to do that, Honorable Speaker. Let nobody be in doubt. The Honorable Junet Mohammed has mentioned names. I did say here last year during the impeachment process of the former deputy president that this is a dark man with a very dark heart. Very black heart. I dare say today, Honorable Speaker, in this house, Honorable Gachagua is the one who directed Goons he mobilized to go and murder my parents, destroy my property in Kikuyu, destroy the property of the people of Kikuyu in the name of revenge. Honorable Speaker, we cannot build a country that way. That is why, Honorable Speaker, we are asking the Inspector General of Police. It cannot rest at this. Nobody, not Kimani Ichungwah, not Rigathi Gachagua, not the sitting members of parliament in this house, Honorable Speaker, who are doing this work, and some 2 senators, Honorable Speaker. And as Honorable Junet Mohammed has said, if you look at the trajectory of violence and destruction that visited, you can associate that violence with a particular politician and the area they come from and the kind of thuggery that was going on, Honorable Speaker. So as we condemn, Honorable Speaker, let us call on the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations. Anybody involved in this criminality, whether it is Kimani Ichungwah, whether it is Junet Mohammed, whether it is Rigathi Gachagua, whether it is Jane Kehara, whether it is Kaluma, whether it is Ngogoyo, whether it is Major Dong, whether it's Gachagua, whether it's Senator Medho, investigate each and every one of them without fear or without favor, and whoever is culpable, bring them to book, Honorable Speaker. Because we cannot have a country of lawlessness, Honorable Speaker. We cannot have a country... Honorable Speaker, I was finishing by saying we can't have a country where I purport to speak for the people, my people, yet I mobilize people to destroy my people's property. I mobilize people to kill our own people so that we make political capital out of it. We must desist as political leaders in this country from using our people as political pawns to make political capital out of, Honorable Speaker. And I condemn the lawlessness, the violence, and congratulate the people of Mombasa, Honorable Speaker. The people of Mombasa yesterday demonstrated what peaceably demonstrating is. What happened in Nairobi and in other areas in central Kenya were riots, disorder, and anarchy, Honorable Speaker. And the owner of that anarchy is known, must be apprehended. Honorable Speaker, allow me to commend the police also for the restraint that they exercised yesterday and for the hard work they put yesterday when a police lady was being brutalized by men, grown men, beating up a woman, Honorable Speaker. It's the most despicable thing you can find, that a man is stepping on a police officer on her head. Honorable Speaker, there were criminals who attempted to get into State House girls. It is not William Ruto's children who go to State House girls. It is not Kimani Ichungwah's daughters who are in State House girls. It is our children. Why would anybody mobilize criminals to attack young schoolgirls in a school? I commend the police for protecting State House girls, protecting other lives and property that they protected yesterday, Honorable Speaker, and call on them to take action on the financiers, the mobilizers, and those particular criminals, and those who want to drive our country to anarchy. And we tell them, resounding as a house, we shall not allow our country to be driven to anarchy by bloodthirsty people, bloodthirsty politicians who have no agenda, who have no vision for Kenya, who can only harp on Gen Z. A Gen Z, a generation, they are neither a Gen Z, nor do they have children in their houses who are Gen Zs, Honorable Speaker. I have 2 Gen Zs in my house. I know what these children want. Those who are just harping on Gen Zs and riding on their wave, Honorable Speaker, are only trying to take advantage of a desperate generation of young Kenyans. Let us desist from doing that, Honorable Speaker, and I beg to second.